Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Sakura Forest Girls. We are now back. We have done the ritual, so we are now close to getting this back. We can see Coco now. So we have to head out to this princess person and get it done. The ritual concluded, and the three of us return to Maya's home. The sky is black as pitch, and Ayana is exhausted. All she can do is divest herself of her white silken robes. Fruit curls up with a sigh in her bed. Anna's pale eyelashes fall shut, and a scant handful of minutes she falls fast asleep. I watch her slumber clad now in her underclothes, and a small smile. Little wonder she looked so exhausted. That ritual took a lot out of her, not to mention several months of fruitless searching which led up to it. For the present, I think I'll let her rest. She deserves it. You worked so hard, Ayana. I kneel at her side, then run my hands through her hair. I know you're shy, and I know you lack the confidence, but you're far stronger than you think. Thank you for always supporting me. Anna murmurs guardedly on her sleeve. Her white lashes matted shut, her lips pursed sweetly, as though she were waiting a kiss. There's a faint flush on her cheek. That from fatigue? You're so cute. I giggle and give her a pet. Then I rest at my feet and look for the third member of our newly formed trio. Ma has been observing me for a little while, seated in a chair in the corner of her home. Her richer clothes have melted away, being replaced by the tight purple dress she typically favors. She doesn't look at all tired, despite the lateness of the hour. Her eyes shine bright in the dark like wildcats. Shadows play about her fluffy tress. With one long leg folded over the other, her hands resting upon either side of the chair, she looks very calm and composed. When my eyes meet hers, she grins. You and Ayana are both awfully cute, you know. Do you think so? I wrinkle my nose. I agree that Ayana's cute. I've always thought that, but me? No way. I'm way too plain. You don't think so? You look positively radiant in that lovely dress you wore earlier. That dress might have been lovely, but it made me look weird. You think it made quite the change from your usual? Yes, but I don't think you were at all weird. It's something of a shame the gown I devised for you hid your lovely long legs, though. I think they're one of your best features. She's hitting on her again. And those, and your lovely brown eyes. I know when you laugh like that, it creeps me out. Shudder. I don't know why you're being so nice to me either. It seems out of character. Kinda. She's teasing me. Do you not want me to be nice to you? Her lips curled up for a distance. Would you prefer if I was nasty instead? No, of course not. You're twisting my words. Kinda, yeah. So, you don't want me to be nice or nasty? Well, I never. You're so hard to please. Oh, she's enjoying it. What do you want me to do then? This isn't question what I want. It's just creepy is all. I can't trust you when you call me cute. It feels like you're trying to puff me up so you can knock the wind out of me later. Would I do something so wicked? Would she? I'm not too sure actually about that one, to be honest. Yes, you definitely would. You may have a point there. I do delight in teasing pretty girls. Yeah, you do, my quite a bit. But it is precisely because I find you pretty that I enjoy seeing your face twisted in anguish. I would not bother if you were not to my taste. Then, I press my index finger together, perplexed. So, you really do think I'm cute? Oh, she's blushing. It's so adorable. I think you're very, very cute. And Diana? Her cuteness should go without saying. She's fair and delicate, like a lily. I've grown rather fond of her. But you are something special. Yeah. You are less feminine than she is, but you turn such a lovely shade of red when I tease you. I cannot help but find you adorable. She's rather honest right now. Your reactions when I tease you are vastly more entertaining than your friends. Seeing you scream ignites me with all kind of wicked, sinful desires. Oh yes, you are lovely, all more because you do not seem to realize it. are always comparing yourself to Ayana. I do not think I have not noted, but do not, but you not need to be so self-conscious. I like you based upon your own merits. Well, jeez. Ooh, she's getting hit on hard. Glance away, abashed and swallow. I'm not sure how I feel about Ayana's wicked and sinful desires, whatever they are. Do I even want to know? Good question, actually. Do I want to know? Kinda. She sounds surprisingly gentle just then. I thought she saw me as nothing more than a toy to play with. Perhaps that is partially true, but it's almost like she really cares about me. It's not like I'm jealous of Ayana or anything. Really, no. I wonder. Titters. You're a supportive friend, but no friendship is perfect. People always hurt one another, though they do not intend to. True, that is really true. It is simply how we are. Well, we're getting some psychological stuff. Ayana's kind of gentle. She thinks before she acts. There's a quiet sort of solemnity to her that lends much grace and elegance. You, on the other hand, are coarse and rough. You say whatever comes to your mind and often get into disputes. You wish you could be more like Ayana, but no matter how you try, you cannot manage it. You envy her, but love her too. The relationship is quite the complex one. Alright, fine. I concede to Maya's point hesitantly, my arms folded upon my chest. You're not wrong about that. Sometimes I do wish I was a bit more like Ayana. But it's not like I resent her or anything. She's still my best friend. The problem with her isn't with her, it's with me. I never let my petty problems spoil our relationship. That too, I am aware of. You're a loyal friend, and that is why your own jealousy perturbs you. You wish you could love her unconditionally without those silly worries of yours. And you're worried too. When you're reunited with Coco, Ayana will go off with her. It's been weighing on you, hasn't it? Yeah. I glance away, my eyes there. Yeah, she's now just hitting every point she can. It's really Maya's just going full force right now. Can't remember telling Maya any of this. She must have divided it for herself after observing me for so long. Hers are sharper than the tip of my spear. She can predict my even greater accuracy than one can the coming of seasons. Or maybe I'm just transparent. I think more about A than B. I've always been one to wear my feelings on my sleeve. Not that my dress has any sleeves. I thought as much. Maya titters. This being the cause, it is remarkable that you go such lengths to find Coco. You would be more content, I'm sure, if you simply abandoned her. Then you could keep Ayana all for yourself. You would not have to worry about being ignored or being obsolete. But still, you persisted in trying to find her. Well, yeah. Ayana misses her a lot, as do I. I could not try to find her. That wouldn't be right. What a good, pure girl you are. You say that like it's a matter of course, but I think very few people would be able to put all the misgivings aside to help their friend. You're a bundle of contradictions. But that makes you all the more interesting to observe. I stretches her leg, then rises. She approaches me, her bare feet soundless against the carpeted ground, and reaches out. Right hand cups my cheeks. She tips my chin inward. Her eyes are meeting. In a soft voice, she says, I do not often care to involve myself with concerns of others. It seems unnecessary and often causes more trouble than it is worth. I have lived alone for many years for a reason, but spending time with you and Ayana has been most enjoyable. Initially, I only meant to observe you from a distance. Now I find myself unable to remain silent. I would like to assert you of your insecurities, my dear Yaya. Isn't that nice of me? I don't know. I glance aside, abashed at my proximity to Maya. We've been this close before on several occasions. The time when she used me as a human chair comes to mind, but never before she's been quite this gentle. Yeah, she's trying to bewitch her quite badly, to be honest. Her palm upon my chips bleeds heat her soft forest and dances about me. She's not just touching me, she's caressing me. It's a bit of an embarrassing thought, actually. My heart knocks against my ribcage and my legs feel weak. if a third party were to observe us, what would they make of this? Perhaps they would mistake us for lovers? Yeah, pretty much, probably. You're not teasing me again, are you? Somewhat, perhaps. I cannot help myself. I'm being sincere too. I needle you, yes, but I would never lie to you. That is true. She never really lied. I may be a witch, but I am no monster. Leans even closer, exhales my breath. Her breath warm against my cheek. I've grown very fond of you. Won't you let me show you how much I care for you, my cute Yaya? Won't you let me try to console you? I know I appear standoff, but as a witch, it is my duty to help others, be it with my magic or with other more inventive approaches. Ooh wee! Well, more inventive? I blink at my red face. What do you mean exactly? I cannot tell you that. That would spoil the surprise. Does it have to be a surprise? Do you want to do something funny with me? I'd like a chance to prepare myself first. I'm pretty inexperienced, you know. I know that. That's the best part of all of this. She's like, yes, give me that girl. You're so young, so innocent. Don't you like to play the leader? You are very naive, too. Right now, your cheeks are so red. I just want to nib on them. Right? You're saying you want to eat me? As attractive enough that in this moment of weakness, I could almost excuse her for any cannibalistic tendencies. Right now, that's a scary thought. Not quite, dear. Well, not in the sense you may be thinking of. Certainly look good enough to eat at the moment. Your lips are so full and red, like cherries. It's requiring all my willpower to hold myself back. She's like, I want to ravish you now. Let me go. I, uh, I am, my flushed face turns redder while my heart flips inside my chest. I never thought when I first met Maya she could hold me close like this, nor ply me with such sweet words. I thought she disdained me and I was determined to hate her in turn. In the early days of our relationship, if you want to call it that, we were always arguing, but now I can't bring myself to pull away from her. Her hand against my cheeks feels consoling, her chest is pressed so snugly against mine. I swear I can hear the sound of her heart beating. Maya might be a witch, but she's still a person like I am. Blood and magic both run in her veins, and her heart is not wholly void of compassion. I'm starting to think she might not be a bad person at all, just an infuriating one. Well, she's hating on you pretty hard. Maybe I could give myself up to her. Okay, this is all very new to me, but you promise you won't hurt me? Not if you don't want me to. Right, well, if you want to console me, I guess I don't mind. I still don't think I'm cute, and I don't know why you would want to, but oh well. I'd hail and shyly murmur. I didn't like you very much at first, but you're not a bad person like I thought you were. Done a lot for Anna and I do trust you. I'll be safe when I'm with you. Oh, yeah, I am glad. You're simply too precious for words. Now come here. You and I are both gonna have a lot of fun together tonight. Well, interesting. I wake early at Maya's home the following morning. I rise from my cover, stretching, pulling on my clothes, and I splash my face with some cold water in the wood basin. Step out, greet the sunlight with a warm smile. I feel invigorated, revitalized. In my current state, I bet I could do anything. I could scale a mountain, swim across a great lake, or even take on a wild bear with no holds barred hand-to-hand wrestling match. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the sky is blue. I never felt happier to be alive. I breathe in deeply, and smile, letting a fresh crisp of air fill my lungs. The wind caresses my cheeks and stirs my ponytail so it shifts. Today's gonna be a good day. I can already tell. It's been very long since I woke feeling this energetic for a good reason. For the last 2 months, Ayana and I have been wandering aimlessly, searching for a sign for Coco's whereabouts. Now, thanks to Maya's intervention, we need wander no longer. We know where Coco is and we know how to find her. In a village not too far from here, ruled by a princess called Eri. If Ayana and I set off today, we might be able to reach the village in less than a week. Then we'll be reunited with Coco once again. Our journey will finally reach its climax. We are so close to achieving our happy end. I can almost taste it. Let's do this. I put my fist in the air. My face breathes a smile. We got this. Together we will be an unstoppable team. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I head back to Maya's home, find Anna sitting Up beneath her cover, she's holding one hand to her temple, looks bemused, her white hair stickling wildly like a bird's nest. Her eyes are clear, her shoulders hunch, she looks exhausted. She's not a morning person in any capacity. We're at that point once again, huh? Uh, but I hope the good news will spur her on. Rise and shine, Ayana. We don't have time to lay around. We need to get up bright and early so we can find Coco. Aren't you glad we get to see her again? Coco? Lynx looks confused, but then, oh yeah, that's right. Realization finally dawns upon Ayana's pretty face. She hauls herself up, kicking the covers aside in the most unladylike fashion, then approaches me, her eyes wide and bright. We know where Coco is, don't we? Maya told us last night during the ritual. We can finally go and see her. Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to it. My stomach rumbles, I grin abashed. But first, we should probably prepare something to eat. My voice trails off as I look Ayana up and down, take her smudgely eyes, dark rings beneath them, her messy hair, exposed stomach. And you need to get dressed. Looks, face turns red and abashed. She wraps her arms around her bare belly. She did not realize she was in her underclothes. She must be really out of it. Anne scrambles to pull on her clothes, her hair. She takes a brush and tries to tame it, but she's too hasty and tugs it, so she winces. Ow. Do you want me to help you with that? If you would, that might be nice. Alright then, just sit down and leave everything to me. Anna settles herself down. Maya scattered cushions and then bears her back to me. I sit down behind her, begin to ease the teeth with the through her white shards. I brush slowly, carefully, not to cause her any pain. The bristles of the brush slide through her hair over and over like running water. Soon I'm able to tease out the worst of knots while hands body relax against mine. The sound of the brush makes it quite relaxing. It caresses her scalp, so Ayana shivers. Did that hurt? No, it felt good. You can keep going. All right. Administrations, methodical as old to have gotten out every last tangle. When I'm satisfied with my anyway, I tie her back into a signature pigtail, set the brush aside at one side. There, all done. What do you think? Thank you, Yaya. Smile shyly while toying with one of her white pigtails. My hair feels a lot smoother now. You did a good job. I'm glad to hear. I know that I'm not the most delicate of girls, but I've never been rough with you, Ayana, or your hair. I heard girls' hair is a very precious thing, and yours is more precious than most. Your hair is so white, smooth, and pretty. So much nicer than my boring, ordinary black hair. I don't think your hair is boring. It suits you. Do you think so? Anna nods. You shouldn't compare yourself to me so much. You're wonderful in your own way. You really are a good friend. Thanks. I try my best. I grin my faintly flushed courtesy to Ayana's praise. It's nice spending a relaxing morning with her, but I begin to wonder where Maya is. She's been absent all morning. I begin to wonder if I should just head out to catch breakfast. I'm starving. When Maya was on appearance. Good morning, everybody. Your favorite magical pretty witch girl has finally arrived. I hope you didn't miss me too much. This is trusty fishing rod in one hand and a wood pail in the other hand. In the pail, you can see numerous small fish and back as empty. She must have gone fishing herself while I was asleep. I appreciate her thoughtfulness, but I didn't know you could fish. But of course I do, silly Yaya. The wooden pail then ruffles the top of my hair with none too gentle. I've been living alone for most of these years, and as such I've become quite savvy in the ways of looking after myself. It would be embarrassing if I could not catch a few fish at my age. No, not only that, I'd be downright disastrous. I would have never been able to survive as long as I could not procure my own food. I am a witch, not a helpless damsel. Could not be more different. I guess that makes sense, but I scowl. Why'd you send me out to catch food every day if you're totally self-sufficient? You could have done it yourself. I could, but I didn't. Why not? I didn't feel like it. I love her. Titter is still rubbing the crown of my head with one hand. I'm not bad at fishing, but it is very eloquent pastime. I don't like pulling fish off my hook. Their scales are coarse, their bodies slippery, and they sink. This is all the most tedious exercise. And given the opportunity, I would far rather have somebody else handle my dirty work. It gives me more time to lie back and take things easy. Oh, I see. So this all time you were taking advantage of me. But of course, I will not deny that. I thought you knew that already. Maya giggles. I have no qualms about using and abusing future labor. You're so shameless. Indeed, I am. I have been alive too long to care overly much what other people may think about me. would rather have fun. I think you're having too much fun. There's no such thing. Thank you for catching the fish, Maya. I will cook them in me. Yes, you do that. I'm starving. Embarrassing though it is to admit, conducting last night's ritual used a good deal of my stamina. I am not as young as I used to be. You don't look that tired to me. You're every bit irritating as usual. I gross, my arms folded. Happy I am though to know where Coco is. It's hard for me to play nice with Maya. I'm very grateful to her. I don't dislike her, but it's something intrinsic that triggers my fight or flight response. I wonder if I always bicker with her like this. Thought is a tiring one, but it's also strangely comforting. I guess I've grown used to our silly spats. If you're tired, why don't you? Why did you decide to go and fish for us? I could have done it. I'm full of pep this morning. I envy you youngsters. I'm getting on in years. Maya smiles. But old as I am, I can still manage simple chores. I suppose that's why I decided to help for one. I would not like to have you girls dismiss me as a useless old lady. I don't think you're useless. You helped us a good deal yesterday. Not for you, we would not know where Coco is. That is very true. Perhaps you could call this Jesus for the fish in the pail. Result of a whimsy, then. Maybe, or perhaps I simply wanted to help you. I've gotten rather fond of you two girls after all. I don't wish to treat you like servants, but as guests. A good hostess must look after those in her care. I'm being contentious. Seems a bit late to worry about that. Ayana and I will be setting off after breakfast to look after Coco. I'm not sure we'll be back here. I did suspect as much, yes. I knew one day we must part, and one day soon, in fact. I did think it should arrive so soon. Takes a seat upon her, frowning, folds one leg over the other. I've, I'm accustomed to be alone, but my self-imposed exile has gone rather tedious during the last few decades. Spending time with you girls was a lot of fun. I am not sure if I'm willing to say goodbye to you just yet. I am very flattered you've grown to care for us, but Yaya is right. We cannot stay here, not where we know where Coco is waiting for us. Yes, I am aware of that. That's why I've been considering a compromise. I was mulling over it like fishing. I have a proposition to make. What sort of proposition? Maya glanced between the two of us, list first in the line, says, would you girls let me travel with you? The rest of your journey may seem simple enough, but I was foresee it will be fraught with many more trials. You want someone cunning and talented, beautiful, intelligent, gifted with magic, and all around infallible, with a monstrous ego to boot, to aid you, to ensure you do not come to any harm. I love it. What do you say? It's been a while since I left my home. I would appreciate a chance to stretch my legs. It sounds rather fun, don't you think? I don't know if fun is the right word. I've grown rather close to Maya during the last week, but still irritates me. I'm afraid where she come to us, we would come to blows every other hour, and if not every other minute, would add considerable amount of stress to our journey, but it might be more interesting too. What do you think? Would you mind to travel? Not at all. I would be honored if you were to travel us. She would be a boon to us, and you have done so much to help us already. I could not dream of turning you down. You might be a witch, but you're very kind. I also regard you as a dear friend. My, a friend am I? How sweet of you. Yeah, she's having fun with this. Anyway, I think we're gonna stop right here. We're soon gonna probably head on to the journey and move further. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.